onions, carrots, salt, pepper, olive oil. Been cooking about 15 minutes. I also threw in 2 inches of ginger because I had it, and if you've had 2 inches of ginger, you know what I'm talking about. All right, that cooked for 15 minutes, getting ready to toss in the spices. All right, here are the spices. It's the paprika, smoked paprika from Turkey that I got from my friends. And I didn't have a full 2 teaspoons of cumin, so to make it up the 1 teaspoon missing of cumin, I put a half a teaspoon of curry powder in and a half a teaspoon of turmeric in, so that topped that off on the seasoning. So there we go with that. All right, bam! I stole that. I stole that from a well-known cook. Bam! Okay, so spices are in there. They're a little foggy there. I'm going to turn that light off. Spices are in there. Stir it up. Oh man, stir it up for a 30 seconds to get some odor, and then I'm going to throw the broth in. All right, I added the broth, which is about 6 cups. But here's the trick that I did. I pre-cooked my chickpeas, and then I rubbed them until their skins came off. Much smoother puree that way. So I probably over-brothed it, I have a feeling, but it'll come off in the cooking. My chickpeas are cooked, which I soaked and cooked yesterday, which will add to my speediness of quickness of cooking time. So I'm gonna let this get to a boil and then drop in the chickpeas. Alrighty, I've added the chickpeas. I brought it to a boil, and I think the scum coming off, which you can just scoop off with your spoon as it cooks, as it reduces, is I could have rinsed the chickpeas one more time. It's amazing how much water it takes to soak, whole, and rinse your chickpeas. But it looks like it's boiling hard now, so I'm going to bring it down and let it cook for about an hour, and I'll get back to you. All right. Okay, it's all cooked down now. It's been cooking for about an hour. It says to add the OJ, stir, and then puree in the blender. So here's a little bit of the OJ. That ought to make it taste nice. And quick stir. See that paprika floating on the top, along with I guess that's olive oil probably still. And that looks delicious. We're gonna move it on over to the blender. Blender up. Power tools. Okay, their next step is to put it in the blender and puree it. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put the liquid in the blender. I'm just going to put the solids in and then add the liquid enough to get this to blend, and then put it back in the pot. Less to wash. All right, I strained probably 80% of the beans and carrots out of there, and I dropped them in the blender, and I put it on stir, and I'm just going to let it run. Probably do the unsafe thing and stick a rubber mixer down the middle of the blender, a little bit to keep things moving. And then I'm going to put it back in here. And hopefully we'll see. Okay, after about 2-3 minutes of blending and stirring and blending and stirring and adding more chickpeas, and drained the broth down to just a couple of big hunks just for texture. But other than that, it's time to put the blended soup back into the mix. Alrighty, okay, so stirred it up. After the blending, looks good. Maybe a little bit moist, a little bit watery, but that's okay. And when I'm going to serve it up, finish, I'll probably put some almonds on top. And put some almonds on top and give it a shot. So far it tastes pretty good, but we'll let it cook down and mellow a bit. Alright everybody, hope you enjoy the soup. Okay, so now it's had a little time to cook down and the flavors to meld a bit, and now I'm going to give it a shot. My tasting cup, I don't realize I just put my spoon in here, and then I give her a taste. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. That's the ginger that I added is very tasty, and the orange finish is nice. You could probably go to lime too, but that orange finish is nice. So that is chickpea, ginger, carrot, soup. Very delicious, very warm, and nutritious. And thank you for watching. Cheers. Ah, so good.